sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Tonight, we wrap up Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them. 1 ticket for the divisional round remains. The finale of Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on this Monday night. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, this team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down throw for Hurts. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for an Eagles first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain, fresh set of downs. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
On third down, here's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On first down, it's Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. On second down, Pacheco. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. His kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. #1 overall pick in 2016 leads them out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by one more week.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Quick throw, the RPO to Goddard. And he's into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are out to a 10-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now the 2nd-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. 3rd down and 2. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
These are the the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On first down, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. And the Lions first down. Now Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. One quarter complete here on the Monday night finale of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Goff to throw on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So on 4th down, the Lions bring on Michael Badgley for the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this stays a 2-score game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. A handoff to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
He'll let this one go long for Williams.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
3rd down and 9. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Williams in motion. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Pacheco.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Hill brought in motion. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's first and 10. On play action, Goff. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5. Here now, third and 5. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. The Lions will punt this ball away. To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Hurts working in the pistol. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Still third down.
The penalty yardage gets them a little closer, but still tough third down conversion coming up. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Strong. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Goff. Working the sideline, that's St. Brown.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Here's Jack Fox now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Go to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Hurts. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts again. A short throw taken in by Goddard. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. Again, Hurts. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. To the air again. Hurts. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Final second now of this 1st half, as this one is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, yeoman's work. Once again, thanks very much. What a 3 days of football. This has been an absolute blast. Now, just one more half of football remains until we lock down the matchups for the divisional round starting next Saturday. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Matthew Stafford, a touchdown pass in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, these two teams have dug in. We're in for a great second half. And to call the action, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts 1st and 10. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. In motion, Peoples-Jones. Throwing on second down. Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. He finds Raymond for the completion. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's a gain of 18 yards.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
Open man downfield is Smith. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Hurts will try it again. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Here's Hurts. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Hurts to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Third and goal for Hurts. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The motion man is Raymond. Off the play fake, here's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point, something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. That is fielded at the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Now the return. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This pass complete to Raymond.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop it behind the line again.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
A first down throw for Hurts. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run with Pacheco. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked up by the veteran Stephon Gilmore.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, You're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The visitors' offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Now it's Hurts. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get, the offensive line.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will add one more onto their big lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
Amon St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it's going to be 3rd down. Goff. He's going to let this one go for Raymond.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 30-yard line.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Hurts. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Once again, it's Pacheco. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He's going to let this one go for Raymond.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the 1st half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the 2nd half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for the year.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Goff to throw on 1st down. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Stephon Gilmore.
All right, so sometimes as a coach, Mike, you just got to step in and take over. And I think in this case, you're going to look at your quarterback and say, I don't care how open that guy looks. If that defender's on that half the field, throw it to the other half, because this is the 2nd time he has picked you off, and I guarantee the only thing on his mind right now is getting a 3rd.
The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. A run. It's Pacheco. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. That's a dozen. Catch number 12. and a first down.
Philadelphia.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Tight end going in motion here. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still second down.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from downtown Detroit.